It's Podcast Mosh, the greatest podcast in all the world, brought to you by Lich King, the greatest thrash metal band in history.
Last two times I opened up with "Hi."
This is some stupid shit.
Yeah, so somebody else launch us in.
Hello. We gotta get.
And there you have it. And we're off.
Brownie.
And that is
There we
the
go.
start of the podcast.
Hello, welcome.
I'm standing. None of you are.
This is us. We have Joe, Brian, me, Nick, and Rob is here. Nick and Rob are rare podcast
For
people.
the first time ever, we have the entire band.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Yay.
Share with.
Yay! Rob says
Yay.
3 minutes.
Yeah,
To-
he doesn't
you'll be
mean
in.
that.
Is this whole thing for me?
You want.
For those of you just joining
If you
us,
so choose to share.
Would
Joe
anybody like
has
some-
a delicious brownie with vanilla frosting.
In a ghost shape.
And
Whoa, I'm scared.
it's not Halloween yet.
You want some?
No, I'm scared.
Tom,
No, thank you.
I see a hunger in your eyes.
there's no
the
hunger in
frosting,
my
you
eyes.
look at it, you're like, man, frosting's going to suck on a brownie, and then you try it, and you're like, oh.
It's adding more sugar to sugar. Like, you can't go wrong with that.
Brian?
I might take a little piece, yes, actually.
You can blow this
Take,
brownie.
take like half this.
I don't want... Oh,
And
God.
Nick,
surrounded.
Nick
I'm
hold it in
already
your
fat
mouth. Hold it in your mouth, and Brian's going to Lady Me the Tramp style, you know?
What?
Nick's the tramp.
I'm dying tonight because I have allergies, and Joe has a cat that lives here in the studio.
In the studio.
And I came here and I sat on the couch, and the cat jumped in in my lap, and I picked up the cat, and I was like, "You're a cute cat," and now I'm dying. I have allergies. I didn't take a Claritin, and now I'm miserable.
No, Tom's voice is raspy from all the practicing he did.
Oh yeah, I must have practiced at least 3 songs.
Hooray.
I should probably do more because I remembered like half the lyrics. Like we did Lich King 3, and I don't remember most of that. I was just kind of doing what I do. Oh, I know this part.
In your defense, we haven't played that
Yeah.
at a show in... we didn't do that on tour at all, did we?
I don't. Maybe once.
We didn't do it in Canada either, did we?
Nope.
Neither.
No.
We didn't play that live in probably a year, maybe then.
Something like
Or
that.
just sometime just before tour. I don't remember.
Well, it's coming back. Get so excited.
Oh, yeah. Well, how about those things we're going to talk about?
How about those things we're going to talk about?
Yeah,
okay.
Brian has a list, but
yeah,
he's going
I'm
to turn
gonna...
away from his microphone.
Oh, God damn
Because
it.
this was well planned. Here, I'll just bump it into your head.
Ow, that helps. Oh, my neck. Oh, God. We're going to launch right into the band question segment, the Lich King viewer mailbag, listener mailbag.
Look at Nick.
Okay.
He's disgusting.
All right.
Stick your hand
All
in
right,
the
I
bag.
take that back. We're going to rewind one step and launch into the Nick thinks all our names for things suck. And
You don't like Lich
and
King
Nick
viewer
needs to come up with
mailbag?
new ones.
TM?
TM.
Tom made that burlap sack.
We've actually
By
got a
hand.
burlap sack filled with actual
Last
mail.
week he made Apple Christmas. Week he made a burlap sack.
We printed out all the emails, put them into envelopes, and dumped them in the sack. It's the Lich King mailbag thing. I forgot the name of it.
But dude, back to the crisps. Like, you made that for one thing when none of us were going to be there.
I didn't know you were going to be here.
He made it a day ahead of time.
Yeah, I made it the day before because I love everyone and I wanted to spread joy. But then people
Apparently, you
didn't
don't
show
want to
up.
spread joy to me or Rob.
It was
Or
right
his
here
baby.
for you.
Look
It's
how
not going
cute
to
his
keep a
baby
week.
is.
It's bassist hazing. We got to go through with it. No apple crisp for you.
Tom, you live like 20 minutes away from me.
Yeah.
You could have,
You could
But
have dropped it off.
That way, that drive to you feels like 40 minutes.
fair enough.
Yeah. So.
That-
Could
once you get off
just
the
make
main
an
roads.
apple crisp for every practice.
Ooh.
I like this.
Mandatory.
If we're here, we get it. And if not, you throw it away and just you stay in practice.
Yeah.
It was like that time I used to bring snacks.
Oh, I miss snack days. Those were fun.
Time was a period of
Those are
time.
cheap.
Yeah.
There was a very long period of the band where Joe would stop at the dollar store before like every other practice or so.
That was right in the beginning.
Yeah. So our cabinet in our practice spot would be filled with like cosmic brownies and
Mondo.
Mondos. Oh my God.
We have a fun guest in the room. Rob is a fun dad, and he's got his Robbie. Robbie's a baby that has a bottle and jammies.
Yeah, and it's, let's see, 10 past 10 at night and he's still awake.
It's
Yeah.
getting late.
I'm a
I
really
want-
good parent.
Robbie, get on the mic and say something.
Can Robbie say something to all the
Robbie.
viewers out there?
Just shake him a little
He's
bit.
got a bottle in his mouth. He's not just shaking. He's not. Doesn't work like the cat. You pick up the cat and
Well, it
meows.
does, but the more I shake him, the less he says. I found.
Robbie, say something.
Robbie, what's up? Just shake him a little bit.
He quiets down.
Oh man.
He's usually chatty, but
What's-
there you go.
That's almost it. He's touching
Say
it.
something. Tell the people how you feel. No? You're just going to grab the top
Yes.
screen? Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
I wish we could do that.
So what do we want to do? Do you want to do the Nick makes up a new name for the podcast? Or
Sure.
for our mailbag segment?
Well, the mailbag is
Shut up, I can't talk.
Crime.
yeah,
for the-
mailbag.
This is going down like a lead balloon, so I'm out of here, guys.
Oh.
Have a wonderful
What
evening.
about the mailbag?
What about the mailbag?
mailbag?
You
You
gotta
gonna
answer some
drop it?
questions.
You can't drop the mailbag.
Let's do the mailbag. 2 minutes. 1 minute, 30 seconds.
All right. You good with that, Robbie?
All right,
Yeah, he's
we're
good.
going to the fan question segment. Woo!
We're good at this.
From Jonathan Vega. He asks,
Yeah,
what
okay.
was your guys' favorite show that you've played? I'm going to go around the room, start with Tom.
Uh-oh.
That's hard because I keep on changing it. Now I'm mystified as like Rob's rubbing his face, and it was really cool. I'm tired and I'm allergy stricken.
And he loves
I'm just gonna
babies.
say Fullerton because it's an easy answer. Yeah, a lot of people showed up, and
And that
They-
actually was the one that John Vega was at.
yeah,
That's true.
Oh, John Vega.
Ooh.
You were there.
yeah,
Wait, was that the one where we grilled
Yeah,
and I had carne asada?
that was really
Yeah.
good.
That was pretty amazing. That's up there.
definitely.
I also really enjoyed Reggie's when Carlino and Rob was there. Not because you weren't there, Nick. It has something to do with that.
Get your hand off
it
my
was,
thigh.
It was great. No, it was great being able to like not play guitar and then just run down to a pit for our own song. That was cool. I like that a lot.
I was going to say Reggie's in Chicago as well because I got to fly out there for my birthday and join you guys and hang out with Diamond Plate and drink a lot of beer and
More
eat pizza
between,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah,
My
There was a
two
lot of
answers
people there.
both would have been Fullerton and Reggie's, so I think we're all kind of in
Yeah.
agreement there.
Opening for Overkill was fun too, even
Oh,
though we
yeah.
weren't even really in the same room.
yeah, that wasn't really opening. That's a broad term, but it was still really fun. Good crowd.
That first Exodus show, the first show we did with the Exodus,
Yeah.
the only show we've done with Exodus, that one was fun too.
I
Yeah.
was not there for that.
That was a long time ago.
I hadn't
That was
even
really
heard of
good.
Lich King yet.
Moving on to question number
You never asked me.
No, Nick doesn't count.
What?
Well, you talked.
I
and
said-
Joe talked over
Newstead.
you.
I said we were going to go around the room, and then
I skipped
Joe,
Josie Dick.
more bassist hazing. Yay!
Well, now let's move on.
Nick, what's your favorite? Nick, what's your favorite show? What's a better name for the
The
podcast?
shows before I was in this band.
Oh, a show you went to that you saw us at, or
No, just other bands that he was in.
here's a zombie
Any
fighter
other
show.
Any other show.
All right. Here's another question. What would your fuck off me? What would be your ultimate tour lineup of new wave of thrash metal bands?
Ooh.
I should
Well-
have thought about this one for a little while.
This is obviously, we're on it because we're cocky.
How about just another headlining tour?
No,
Just us. It's just us the whole time.
I want to be the second act for a better band.
I would really like to play with Warbringer, straight up.
Yeah, that'd be fun. It's been a while.
Obviously, Vector.
Yeah.
Yep.
Vector's number one for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Vector would be
They're insane and they're cuties.
Cutie
Hi, Blake.
pies.
I think if Vector opened up for Vector, that would probably be my ultimate lineup.
Whoa, and the sets are reversed.
Yeah.
mirrored.
No, if it was like the first set was
You could probably
Outer
pull that off.
Isolation, the second set was Black Future.
Oh my god,
That'd be it for me.
Why Black Future second?
I like Black Future better. Sorry,
Okay.
Vector. I'm not, no offense or anything, but Black Future just hits me. Like, there's something about it that
Hits me where I live.
hits me where I like it.
So pretty
Yeah.
much, Brian's saying your second album was not up to snuff for him.
No, it's still really good. It's just
You
Are
heard
you-
it, folks.
Are you saying that they're
Brian
not really
Westbrook.
going anywhere with their careers?
I'd say
Hates
they're
Outer
going
Isolation.
downhill very quickly.
Brian Westbrook says they're dead in the water.
Yeah, Blake's just like getting shittier and shittier at drums.
Outer Isolation phoned in. Brian
Love you,
Westbrook
Blake.
says so.
News headlines. Moving on to question 3. What do you guys listen to that is not metal?
I'm going to admit this. I don't admit this to too many people, but no, apparently I'm going to admit to everyone. I like crappy Japanese pop music.
You certainly do.
Yes. Just nameless Japanese women singing nonsense over beats. I can enjoy that.
I think the last show we played, you pulled out of the parking lot and we're blasting some awful J-pop.
Yeah, that was me. That was me.
I don't get it.
I own up to it.
I don't
so
get it.
ashamed.
It makes no sense.
It's good driving music. It relaxes me.
I enjoy a lot of movie soundtracks. I enjoy the Conan the Barbarian soundtrack. I enjoy the A Mighty Wind soundtrack. None of that's very terribly metal.
What
And
else do you enjoy?
I enjoy a lot of rappy hip hop stuff because I'm
Rappy?
fly.
Rappy?
Yeah, I'm rappy. Gotcha. I get rappy. What do you like, Nick?
I listen to like a lot of classic rock. Thin Lizzy's like my favorite band. Steely Dan.
Yeah, dude.
Pretty much anything. I'm not super picky.
Joe?
Stop looking at me, Brian. Corn stained Linkin Park.
Nice.
You know,
I will kill you in your sleep.
That's true metal, man.
Alien
I didn't know
Ant
you like the
Farm,
hard stuff.
Old school.
Yeah.
Texas Hippie Coalition.
Oh man,
My new favorite band.
Red dirt metal.
Yeah.
Red dirt metal.
That's
Oh god, I don't like answering questions. Brian influences me musically because I'm like, hey Brian, what's good? And he's like this, and he gives me like a flash drive full of all this shit, and I listen to it for years. That's actually what I'm doing right now. So I like Between the Buried and Me a lot.
Metal, though.
buried.
Buried. It is, yeah. Shit like that. I don't know. Obviously, a lot of classic rock. I guess I like everything, fucking everything besides country. I just can't do country.
I'm a huge blues guy too. Stevie Ray Vaughan.
I'll jump on that. Johnny Lang, Bonamassa.
Yeah, Joe Bonamassa is freaking awesome. Live Stevie Ray. His studio stuff is boring because there's no soul in it.
No, I have that problem with
cocaine
blues.
involved.
Blues is really formula. It's one of my favorite genres of music, but it's very formula. I can't listen to blues all day.
No, no, but that's what I started when I started playing the guitar, like
Right.
learning the blues and
Same. Back when I was a guitar player.
yeah.
I'd like to apologize if you're hearing creaking on the audio. I'm sitting on a piano bench in the PDP
You grab that
studio,
mic, Robbie.
and this is what it's doing as I'm with you.
Ah, yeah, mic your butt.
It's not the best ambiance ever, and I apologize.
My answer for that question, Rush. There you go.
Ooh.
Hey, that's about it.
It's a good one.
No, I there's pretty much nothing that I won't listen to except for most
Thrash metal.
thrash metal. Yeah, I don't listen to thrash. Yeah, a lot of like modern, like I don't like modern pop music. I'm not a huge country guy, but anything rock, punk, metal, hardcore, I don't care. I'll listen to anything pretty much. Yeah.
Ooh, let's.
You want to take another dip into the mailbag here?
Well, no, I wanted to segue right into another topic that we had planned out, which is the worst song of all time.
Oh, we
because you
could
were
do
just
that.
talking about, listen to anything. What won't you listen to?
What's
What's the worst song?
Are you asking me specifically?
Anybody in the room? Because I know I've got an answer.
Funky
Oh, yeah.
Medina.
What?
Yeah, that's good
No,
shit.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Somebody weigh in here. I got to think
Rob,
for a bit.
worst song?
Can I say it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I basically anything by Texas Hippie Coalition.
Rob, how dare you?
How
They're
dare
another
you.
metal band. We're supposed to support
I
metal.
forgot. I'm
There are
sorry.
brothers in metal.
Brothers in metal.
Just
Raise your
band-
arms.
band
I'm
together
sorry,
and stick
guys.
together.
Yeah.
It's not working out.
I don't mean to be a dick, but it's time to go back to the drawing board on that one.
Oh.
I know you like Vinny and Dime and all that stuff, but yikes.
Rob
On that
Pellegri
note,
says,
I gotta go.
Rob's got to go. He's going to take off.
All right, bye, Rob.
Everybody say bye to Rob.
bye.
If I get killed with a shotgun, like you probably know
Yeah,
what happened.
they're coming at you with their peacemakers.
This town ain't big enough for the one of me.
Oh,
Okay, then.
the joke there is that the guy's a little large.
Yeah.
I can't say that, but Rob can.
And with that, Rob bids farewell.
Bye. Joe, Nick, one of you.
Oh,
I
God.
don't care which.
Like, what do
Worst
you
song.
think is the worst song that you've ever heard? Like, just anything.
So much thought goes into this.
Worst song.
We were talking about this for like a half an hour before everybody showed up, and I've definitely got an answer.
Well,
Yeah, I
you
feel-
should
I
just
feel
talk
like-
about it.
and
then.
it can't be something that's intentionally bad. Like, there's plenty of music that's bad, but specifically because it's for the purpose of being bad.
Right. It's like, what does the fox say?
Yeah, like that. You know?
Intentionally not
yeah,
good.
that's super annoying.
I
Yeah.
hate that.
I mean, like a song like Friday. You know, you think that's supposed to be just so
No.
moronic that it's bad?
I didn't
or,
even think that was that awful.
Lyrically, it's just completely moronic. I
Sure.
can't think of a better word to describe that.
Who runs the world? Girls? Like, how many words are in that song?
Yeah, like I know what
5?
you mean.
6?
I don't
Is that
even know
Beyonce or
One of them.
One
Mariah
of them.
Carey, I don't know.
Rihanna. It's either Beyonce or Rihanna.
It's not Rihanna.
Like-
Rihanna's got a sexy voice. You can tell.
There's a difference. She's got a sexy voice.
There's
You
a
can tell
difference.
when you hear it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with my old answer. Anything by Jason Mraz.
Yeah. Remind me who that guy is again, because I don't know him by name.
The Remedy, that song.
Oh.
That is pretty bad.
Oh God. Oh man.
Sing it, Brian.
No, I'm not doing that.
Sing it.
You got the poison, I got the remedy. The remedy. It does something else. I don't know the words. Fuck it.
That was really good.
I'm good. I mean, I
Brian
know.
sings a song.
Wow.
How about that? Actually, could segue us into another topic we were talking about. What is a band or artist that is seemingly well liked by almost every like a classic band that you just don't like for whatever reason? Like I'm thinking because like I have two specific answers. That
I have a ton of them
yeah.
because I'm an opinionated dick. Ugh. Oh God, the dog's nose is all moist.
Like a band that everybody seems to like, but for whatever reason you just can't understand or.
Well, I'll jump in. Creator. I don't get it. I don't think they're that good. I'm sorry. Pretty much any of the German stuff. What's the damn? I can't think of the word. Right
Destruction,
now.
Sodom.
What's the word though that people use for it? Like it just means German, but
Teutonic.
Teutonic. Yeah,
There you
the
go.
Teutonic bands. I think. I
Oh man, what is it that you don't like about Creator?
Creator. I have I have a hard time describing musical stuff.
That's another segment we can do.
Yeah. I have a hard time breaking down why I don't or do like anything in music because I don't know musical terminology, but here's the best I can come up with to say this about Creator. The chugging is good. The rhythms are all very much there, but the notes don't flow together well. Like the notes don't sound thrashy. It just sounds like randomized notes set to really good rhythms. That's the best way I can put it, and it just continues to not make sense to me. Also, the goblin voice, I don't care. Everything
Maybe
needs
you-
to sound like that. I don't think.
I'm
it
gonna
sounds
try to
like
fish this out of you. Is it like a lack
Sure.
of melody? You know, because like even like some of the thrash, like the stuff we do has like a melodic sense to it.
No,
you know?
they've got as much melody as anything that I care about. Like, but it just doesn't go to the same. I don't know the word for this. There's probably a word for this, like melodic,
Like-
structures and flavors, note things, stuff. Where ow,
Joe, I want one. Yeah,
Joe.
Joe did his job and brought us all snacks today.
Yeah.
so he's just throwing crisps.
Special K, pastry crisps.
Pastry crisps.
Pastry
They're pretty damn
crisps.
good.
Yeah. We get free ones in the mail because we mention it on the podcast.
This
Leads
episode
us
is
to
brought
our
to you by
next
Kellogg's
section.
pastry crisps.
Kellogg's
Yeah.
Sound
pastry
of chewing.
crisps.
I don't
Man,
like
these
the
are so
strawberry-
delicious and
They're
fresh.
crispy and pastry.
I feel like I'm getting a whole serving's worth of vitamins.
I feel like I'm getting 100 calories. 2 crisps per pouch. That's 2 for every 1 pouch.
Man, these are so good.
They're damn good.
Well, I'm leaving on that.
Oh, well, Joe sucks and he's leaving. At least he's leaving us with pastry crisps.
Yeah, I'm taking the box. Fuck you.
Oh, bye, Joe.
Goodbye.
So I'm going to continue on to the bands that people like that I just don't get for whatever reason. My big one is the Rolling Stones. I really just don't see any. I don't enjoy anything they do. I don't know. I was there. There was like a live concert on the other day. Rolling Stones in I don't remember when or where, but it was boring. It was boring as
Yeah,
hell.
I do not care for them. But
It's just Mick Jagger like stomping his feet and singing some stuff, and there was
Doing
nothing
the chicken
interesting about
dance.
it. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like
the Rolling Stones.
sorry.
who are you? What? Huh?
My
What is that noise?
My girlfriend Erica is here. She
my
has joined
God.
us on the podcast.
I thought there was a ghost.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna toss the Who at this because I don't care for the Rolling Stones too much, but I hate the Who.
I
Who
will take
stinks.
the Who over the Rolling Stones any day,
You'll,
by far.
No.
Yes, by
What did the
far.
Who do that's worth anything?
There's a lot of good stuff with the Who.
You bet. Great.
So I don't know. I'm terrible at naming specific songs or albums or anything, but I just know that anything I've heard by the Who I enjoy way more than anything I've heard by the Rolling Stones.
Great. Good for you.
Good for you.
I'm happy for you.
How about Aerosmith? Can we agree on that one?
Yes, and we can agree that Aerosmith
No,
stinks.
shutting that one down.
What? Rob.
What?
Wait, no, you're not Rob.
You're not Rob.
I don't know you. Who are you?
Wait,
Nick.
do you
Okay.
like Aerosmith or
Yes,
Oh, man.
they
Get out.
laid the foundation
Get out.
for so much.
Well, you
Except they ripped it off from
a foundation of shit.
50s black.
We're
rock and
currently
roll
seeking a new
musicians.
bassist.
Yep. Again. Yeah, I don't know. Just Aerosmith just annoys the hell out of me. Like Dream On, good. Everything else, crap.
Although,
Done.
this will be a funny aside. I did rip off Steven Tyler once in a live performance of Combat Mosh. You know how in, I think it's Dude Looks Like a Lady at the end of the bridge, he goes, waka-ka-ka-cow. I tried that at the beginning of Combat Mosh one time, and it was awful. And immediately I felt like, oh, that was so stupid. I hope no one heard that. And then someone caught it on video, and it's online. Waka-ka-ka.
What venue?
That was a Keith Carney show. That was Philadelphia. Carlino was there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good way to start the tour.
Nick Timney says Dave Carlino's a jerk. What?
Yep.
Poopy jerk
Huh?
face.
This just in. I want to chew this pastry crisp. But
Chew
I
the
don't wanna
shit out
chew
of
in
it.
the mic.
I will ask a question. You eat that pastry.
Okay.
We're gonna move on to more stuff. Let's go to this one. What's the weirdest place you pooped on tour? Did anybody have anything for that?
No, I puked in a lot of places. I didn't shit anywhere. I would say
You didn't shit the whole tour. I didn't
I didn't
shit anywhere.
notable.
What about number one? You got a good story for that from Nick.
I can't tell it. I don't remember that.
We know. You want to launch into this one? You're a better storyteller than I.
We're not really drunk, but some of us are, and we're driving on down the road away from I don't know what state that
We'll
was.
clarify that the person driving was not drunk.
No, the person driving was definitely not drunk.
There you go.
And
This was in Ohio. We got shafted on our pay,
certainly
but
did.
they were giving us free Black Label, which is a type of beer. I didn't even know they had a beer called Black Label, but I kind of went to town on it. There's like some shot action going on there too. But yeah, at some point the night just went completely black for me.
So Nick later heard that he walked to the front of the bus as the bus was doing like 60 or 70 down the road at night, and stood in the, we have a passenger bus where the door opens outwards, like, a little short bus, and you get on and you sit, and he says, open the door. And Brian's like, I'm not opening the door. What's going on? And he's like, open the door. I'm going to pee. And Brian starts pulling over, and Nick says, what are you doing? I got this. And Brian's like, no, I'm going to pull over and you're going to pee. Nick gets out and pees. We laugh about it. We drive 5 miles up the road and hit a gas station.
Forgot about this part.
Yeah, where we get off and, the whole thing's forgotten. And Nick, his first step off the bus falls flat on his face. But he felt fairly confident that he had the faculty to stand in an open doorway and pee out into the wind.
On
And
the
that's-
highway.
That's just a wonderful gem of a story to me.
Yes.
Well, you guys are good friends.
It was
Take care of me like that.
a funny
Thank you.
evening.
I'm going to make this happen again.
Yeah, dogs are eating food. You can't see it, though. Best podcast ever. Fucking A. You want to move on? Tom's fucking dying
Dogs
over
are eating
here.
food. You can't see it, though. Oh, shit, that was great.
You want to launch into another question? You want to
Yeah.
save some of these for another thing? Talk about
Do
something
another
else?
question.
All right, we'll go to another question. Somebody, Damon Armstrong says, "What were the first bands you got into?"
Are we assuming he means thrash or metal
Yeah,
in general?
thrash, anything, metal. I don't know.
For me, it was. Excuse me, I'm dying. My gateway drug, as I assume it is true for a lot of people, was Metallica. I started with Justice and went to Black Album, and I was like, "Oh, this is amazing! Wolf and Man," and from there, it was, blooming outward into the big four and then delving deeper. No big story there.
Yeah, I wish I could say something a whole lot different. I was 7. I got the Black Album. Loved it. Got Injustice for All. Just kind of kept on working backwards and expanding the big four. Another one that came into play like right around the same time was Guns N' Roses. And I got the Appetite for Destruction album. That's... Yeah, keep on scoffing.
No, I thought you were going to say you got the Appetite for Destruction.
He had that appetite,
Yeah, and I got the Appetite. And
No,
and then he wanted to just
Appetite for
destruct
the rest
things.
of my life. No, still one of my favorite albums.
I wouldn't mock that. It's a great album.
As far as metal in general goes, I was probably like a freshman in high school. I listened to a lot of terrible shit because that was all that was on the radio. And then I'd like to say I turned a page when like System of a Down came out with Toxicity. Like that was the first album that kind of like opened me up to stuff that was more screamy and other various forms of heavier metal. I didn't really get into thrash until college though, because the reason I actually ended up getting into Lich King was because of Eric and Kevin, specifically Eric. Me and him did like a recording session and kind of met and we're jamming on stuff. And he said, "Yeah, I'm starting like a thrash band, like a crossover thrash band." I'm like, "I don't know what that is." So I didn't. So he showed me some Municipal Waste stuff. I'm like, "Yeah, I really like this." So that kind of got me. That got me at least partway into thrash, and then I kind of got more into Metallica. Likewise, Justice was the gateway because I used to hate Metallica when I was like younger.
Yeah.
Because all I heard was Black Album, but then I took a good listen to Justice and Master, and I was like, okay, I dig this.
Justice is amazing.
Yeah, Justice, easily my favorite Metallica album.
All the haters can go to hell.
Yeah, I still can't believe they did a complete 180 like right after that. They went from awesome proggy stuff to really boring radio rock. I don't get it.
Yeah. Speaking of really boring radio, that's us.
Yeah.
Nick, you've been making like sour faces through this whole thing. Do you hate this?
No, I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. I just really don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying myself.
Good. You better. Because this is your life from now on.
Yay.
Podcast every day.
We need a topic.
Yeah, we need another question here. Let's go with greatest hip hop artist. Tom, I know you have an answer here.
Well, I don't. I know I have my favorite. I don't know if he's the greatest, but Old Dirty Bastard is a wonderful favorite of mine.
Yep.
He's delightful. He's just a delightful.
You still got that awesome ODB shirt?
Yeah, but I'm too fat for it now.
Damn it.
So it's just kind of sitting on my couch
Ah.
because that's where clothes go. But if I could just say Wu-Tang, that's probably the best. But that's not an artist. That's just a group of weird drunk people that shout things. Killer bees.
Oh, I like Immortal Technique. I like RZA.
I don't know Immortal Technique.
You don't know Immortal Technique?
I don't know Immortal Technique.
He's one of like the angriest, most like logical dudes.
Logical?
Yes, he's very logical, angry. He's
Ooh.
pissed off about this terrible world that we
Is
live
he
in.
also mad about it?
Oh, he's pissed off and mad about it.
Okay,
for
good.
sure.
I'm upset, and here's why. This is logical.
No, you should check him out.
All right. Sure. I'm way behind on good hip-hop stuff.
Cool. Will Smith, Big Willie style. First album I ever owned. Done. Next question. This is actually interesting. Concerning the re-recording of your first album that was discussed in the last podcast, we have listeners. Would you consider just re-recording one song from it, include it on the next album?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
What song?
Should we throw this out there to the fans? Be like, if you want to hear something from the old albums, what should we re-record?
I guess.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's probably going to be like The Werewolf or Thrash Sucker or something. I don't know.
Are we talking Necromantic or are we talking Toxic
They
Zombie
said the
here?
first album. I'd rather do more stuff off the second one because that's...
Yeah. I think the recording quality on that is like passable.
Yeah.
That where I can't even listen to Necromantic. I'm just throwing that out there.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's
So good.
probably the greatest produced album ever.
Yeah.
Like
I'm the Rick Rubin of sucking at production. Well, that
Yeah.
created a lot of dead air right there.
sorry. I was trying to fill a space and I had nothing.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Well, it's you and your shitty references.
Shut up, Nick Timney.
Wait, I have a Nick Timney clip here from Brian.
Oh yeah,
that I'd like to
here.
play.
Just play this, and
Which one is this?
This is how I feel about Nick Timney. It's a me clip, but about you.
This is Brian one night when he was drunk on Jägermeister, so this is wonderful.
Please direct this to Nick Timney, because he's shit on a poop.
Yep.
And this is the father of Brady from Silver Bullet.
Reverend, he was torn apart!
I don't get that reference. Is it a movie thing?
Yes, it's
Okay,
from,
good.
it's
Then
from
I
the
haven't
movie
seen
Silver
it.
Bullet.
I've never seen it.
His son was torn apart.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a pretty awesome movie. You got to see it.
Yeah.
Stephen
I
King.
don't watch movies.
He's going out to get a little private justice.
Can we go into ask me questions about movies I definitely haven't seen? That would be a good segment.
Let's
Hey,
do
tell
that.
us,
All of
tell us
them.
about RoboCop.
Yeah. Tell us about Indiana Jones.
RoboCop, he's a robot who fights crime from the he like doesn't he like get injured and he becomes like part robot?
Nick, brilliant segment. God, brilliant segment. Ask Brian about movies he hasn't seen.
Ask Brian to describe the plot of a movie he's never seen before.
Oh, okay. I want to do
You want to do this?
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Brian, go. What's the plot?
Indiana Jones finds an ark. Is it Noah's Ark? There's two of every
No.
animal.
No, don't be a dick about it. Like,
I'm not being a dick about it.
seriously try to answer it.
He is.
Okay, go.
He finds the lost ark, and he and the raiders, or he finds the raiders at the lost ark, and he has to fight the raiders because they're protecting something valuable in the lost ark. It's some sort of treasure. That's all I know. And there's a boulder that chases him. Okay. He's got a whip. There you go.
Oh God, this is wonderful.
There you go.
Ah.
Give me another one. Give me RoboCop was. I wasn't done with RoboCop.
Okay.
It's like do he like loses like part of like he gets it? Maybe I'm just because I saw the trailer for the new one. Like does he get like he gets blown up or something? And he's all injured and they turn him to a robot / human cyborg type thing, and then he fights crime. But I know there's Ed 209 because that's one of our songs.
Sure.
That's the robot that goes rogue, and then he has to stop that.
And how does he defeat Ed 209?
It falls
from
down the
song?
stairs.
Oh, good. Well done.
My knowledge of RoboCop comes from our own music.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just want to do this for hours
You
now.
want to keep going?
Well, I don't know, like what else you haven't seen.
Everything. Name a movie.
Honestly, everything. All right, any Harry Potter movie.
Oh God. Oh, this isn't fun. I know he's a wizard, and there's Hogwarts, and there's Dumbledore, and Snape kills him. And
Spoiler alert.
these movies, okay, it's like been like 3 years. That's not a spoiler.
I still haven't read it.
Fuck off. I don't care.
I guess I don't need to now.
You don't need to. There's like different houses or something, and they play this game with the like dragonfly that's glowing or something like that. Quidditch. I know it's Quidditch, but it's like the snitch, the golden snitch or something like that. And there's like that sport thing.
It's a dragonfly. That's
I
glowing?
don't know. I that's how I pictured it. I don't know. Isn't it like a fairy or some shit floating in
No,
there?
It's a metal ball that has
Oh,
wings.
I just
that
thought-
flies around.
It has wings. There you go. Exactly. So it's like a dragonfly fairy thing, and that's they spend the entire 7 books playing that game. The end.
Ugh.
I really don't know.
Okay, have you The Goonies?
Oh God. The truffle shuffle is the fat kid who picks up his shirt, and shakes it. Aren't they like little mini people or something like that?
You keep going. You tell the story. You
They're
tell
like
us what the Goonies is about.
I think they're little miniature people that live inside like a house. Am I thinking of a different movie? I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. I've never seen it.
Why don't you watch movies?
Okay, when did the Goonies come out? What year? What year was the
85?
Okay, I was -3. That's why.
I've seen
Well,
the Goonies.
I was -3 years old.
I was -2.
I never seen it.
Well, your birth doesn't have anything to do with it.
I know. I mean,
a great movie.
Yeah, but that's not one of those movies that's like up there enough where I will go back and watch it. You know, it's not. You know,
Jaws.
There's a killer shark on the loose in Martha's Vineyard, and they eventually blow it up with. They put a barrel that explodes in its mouth and shoot it to blow it up.
That was close enough to actually
Yeah.
serve.
Yeah,
I'm very
that's-
unhappy.
I mean,
that wasn't funny at all.
Yeah, gosh.
Fuck you guys. What do
I'm
you
all
What do you
let
want?
down.
Give me another movie then.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
I've seen the
Ooh,
shit out of it. Like
fuck.
it's like one of my favorite movies. So I can name the plot of that from front to back.
Breakfast Club.
It's like 5 high school students that all get stuck in detention, and most of it's just them sitting in the library and talking and shit.
That's pretty much it.
yeah.
Just
Yeah,
Jaws
that's
us
pretty
again.
much it.
Yeah,
Never-
I
God
have
damn it,
seen
Brian.
that though. So
Never
that's
ending
another
story.
Ooh.
Is that the one with the kid? Atreyu?
You tell me, man.
The
Yes,
Atreyu.
it's the one
Okay,
with Atreyu.
I don't know. I honestly know anything about it. It's
You know about the kid?
I know the
Yeah.
kid's name is Atreyu, and that's it.
It's because you
And that's
listen
'cause
to
I think
Atreyu.
it's-
No,
'cause I
fuck
told
that
you.
band. Probably. No, I just know that name. It's
It's Kyle's dog's name.
there's a dog. Atreyu's a dog.
Yes. No.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. There's not a dog. There's no dog in Neverending Story.
Goodfellas
Goodfellas. I've seen parts of it. It's Italian mobsters. They kill each other pretty much.
in Italy.
And no, it's probably in New York.
Oh,
Am I right?
I don't know. Are they little
Florida. They're not. They're not little like tiny people that live inside a house. They come. They like sneak out of the mouse holes and stuff at night.
Let's go commit Italian crime.
Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting. Matt Damon's in it. Is that right? Or is it Ben Affleck? I don't know. It's one or the other.
Are they both in it?
Is it probably? Is it Matt Damon? Is Tom Cruise? Tom Hanks? One of the not Tom Cruise.
No.
Definitely
Both of them.
Tom Hanks
They're
is in
both
it.
in that.
Tom Hanks and Tom Cruise should do a movie together.
Oh, absolutely. I agree.
Forrest Gump 2. But Tom Cruise is Forrest Gump in the second one. Tom Hanks is a different person.
Yeah. Tom Hanks is the enemy.
Yeah.
Tell us about Top Gun.
Top Gun. Tom Cruise and Goose fly jets. And then Goose dies when they eject him. He ejects he hits the thing. I remember I watched it like it was like a MythBusters thing where like he got ejected, but it like hit the seat and then his parachute didn't deploy and he died. And then they were sad
For the rest of the movie.
for the rest of the movie.
That was pretty much it.
Man, Tom Cruise plays Great Balls of Fire on the piano.
Close. I'm not going to throw fuss.
It's Great Balls of Fire. I know that.
It's not Tom Cruise.
Somebody else plays Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah, I'm not. That's why I'm not going to throw.
I have no idea who else is in that.
Wow.
That's all. He was Iceman. No, the Iceman was the Iceman was the dick guy,
Yeah.
and they were like they were like competing for like a top spot in the pilot program or whatever, I think. And Iceman was the dick, and they were the good guys.
This is such a good bit, but I have to resist just
We could get
shouting movie names at you all
we could
night.
we could do this for like hours, I think.
Oh man,
Let's maybe do this another night.
oh, it's the greatest. We need to come up with like 3 and like get them to go long form instead of
Oh
just
yeah, I
burning
could,
out a paragraph.
yeah, but you're gonna pick something I know eventually, and it's
Yeah,
gonna
but
be.
if, in that case, just say, "Oh, I've seen it."
I'll
So
be like, yep,
"That's
I
cool."
win. You got schooled. That's right.
But man, aren't they a bunch of little people that live in a house?
Okay, what the fuck is the plot of that? No, nobody cares. Everybody else
Kids
knows.
that go on a treasure hunt.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell am I
Well,
thinking?
technically, they're
Am I thinking of like
little, so they're
Stuart Little or
kids.
something? Like I don't know.
There's a movie called
thinking of
Ghoulies.
that.
It's like a horror movie about little creatures.
They come out of
Ostensibly.
toilets and shit.
Maybe he's
Yeah.
thinking of oh my god, the one with the Lilliputians, with the little. He goes Gulliver's Travels.
Oh,
Maybe that's what he's thinking.
I have
of.
absolutely no idea. The only thing, maybe I played the Goonies video game for Nintendo, and maybe I'm like totally disremembering
Disremember.
and not remembering incorrectly everything about that game, and confusing it with another game. I don't know. I got no idea.
oh, I've got a really good one that I want to do.
Let's save it. Save it.
It's gonna hurt.
We'll go back to more questions.
Yeah,
How did we get here anyway? I'm lost.
because Nick just said, "Make Brian say movie plots," and then we were off.
Oh God.
I didn't get into my worst songs. Could I do
Yeah.
that?
Can you do your war song?
You jumped
thing
to
now?
another topic when I was waiting for this to
You
come
didn't.
up.
You didn't answer.
It didn't come to me. I was waiting for everybody else
Oh,
to get
yeah,
done.
yeah,
and you
you're
were
right,
like,
you're right.
what about this other stuff?
I'm trying to keep this thing moving here.
My worst songs. I've got a tie because this is just absolutely awful, and it's both country because country music doesn't know what it's doing. Country music is a rocket sled barreling at a wall and through it and through the wall behind it and onward through amazing endless walls and people keep on hopping onto the rocket train. That was a really bad simile for what it feels like to listen to country music and appreciate how bad it is, but I want you to know that I really don't understand how it carries on with people. I'm really not doing too well. I'm falling apart.
What about like older stuff, like Bryan Adams or something?
Nah, Bryan Adams has some stuff. Like Bryan Adams has The Kids Want to Rock, which is kind of like, it's actually kind of hard rocky. Like you can tell that he was a little influenced by whatever was going on, like Kiss and all the other hard rock stuff of the late 70s. It's not bad. Bryan Adams has some hits. I don't feel awful about Bryan Adams.
I think what we call country now is just pop music.
Absolutely. No argument for me, but that's what people call country, so okay, I'm going to use your word.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. And the two songs I'm talking about are Toby Keith's Talk About Me and that song by I don't know the band, but it's got two guys singing the same things at the same times without melody, and it's Ride a Cowboy.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy, and it's god awful.
Big and rich.
Yeah. I remember when that song came out.
It's and one of the saddest days of my life was when Rob admitted that he was in a cover band before us, and he had to play that. And he made a lot of money, so he enjoyed doing it. But like, I feel so bad for Rob that he had to stand there and like pretend to enjoy himself while that song was coming out of him. He gave birth to that song.
But just a little bit of chicken fry.
Ooh,
Cold beer on a Friday night.
yeah, that's. I wouldn't put that at the worst, but that's
a pretty bad one.
There was a time in my life when some people in my life had died, and I was very sad, and I listened to country music radio.
I'm sorry, I just laughed at that.
I know.
Some people died, and I was very sad, and I just started laughing. I'm a dick.
No, it's
I know
it's the truth. Like both of my grandparents died like within a short time of each other, like within 6 weeks.
Oh.
Like my grandmother and grandfather died within 6 weeks. So I went to 2 funerals in that time, and for some reason on the way home I started listening to country music because I wanted to hear something where someone was expressing a feeling instead of like rock or metal or anything like baby stuff. I just wanted to hear someone saying something nice, and I listened to country music, and after a while I just kind of left it on the radio because it was so amazingly awful that it kept me entertained and kept my spirits up by making me hate. So that was how it pulled me out of the sad times, was by filling me with skull-crushing rage, because it's all absolute dreck. It's just garbage through and through. There's nothing that they're saying. That it's all perfectly banal, like Hallmark card sentiments, like, gosh, I wish I could get to heaven soon because I could see my grandpa. Or nothing
Red
like a small
Solo
town.
Cup.
Ugh.
I fill you up.
Yeah, there's just horrible, awful little sentiments. And the title of the song, this is my big Seinfeld observation about this, is the title of any country pop song is mentioned at the beginning and the end of the chorus. So you'll have the whole song like, I'm going to the cowboy boot store because I'm going to get myself some cowboy boots from the cowboy boot store, and cowboy boot. That was a horrible way to put it. But
We should write that song.
Ugh.
Who was that country chick that got really popular for a little while? She did that song All Jacked Up.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. I fucking hate that song.
Yeah, that was really
All
bad one.
jacked up.
I don't know this.
It's not Gretchen Wilson, is it? She did Redneck Woman.
Yeah.
Is that the same person?
I don't know. I don't know country music. That's
I
my
think it
grandma.
might be.
So anyway, I think it's time for us to wrap up. It's getting late.
Yeah.
I gotta edit this shit.
Yeah, that was
some point.
boring.
I
Thank
apologize to you all and to Nick,
Yeah.
who had to sit here and be bored and make faces.
Thank you, Nick, for finally joining us on the podcast. We appreciate your presence.
Yay.
Yay, Nick.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I certainly hope the Christmas stocking comes around for the next one, because the fans have just been going crazy,
I'm sure they have.
wanting to hear more Christmas stocking.
I think I saw him around earlier.
Yeah, I think he was, I don't know. I saw him like wandering around, hopping because he's a stocking.
I killed him. He's
No, you
dead.
didn't. You can't kill the stocking.
I set him on fire.
But that's not cool.
I denitted him. Whatever the hell you want to call
You
it.
don't. He knitted him.
I'm assuming you
Wow.
knit a Christmas stocking.
I'm imagining now like
Crochet? I don't fucking know.
a Roger Rabbit universe where our universe and the knit stocking world live side by side, and killing a stocking is de-knitting them, and you just find like a chalk outline around a pile of yarn lying on the ground. Oh no, what happened? Oh, he was deknitted.
Oh no, what happened?
Do you think it was just an accidental unraveling? No, he was deknitted.
He didn't get caught on like
Yeah.
on a table or a nail or something and just unraveled.
Well, we were meant to think he did, but I think this was a deknitting.
Oh no. Oh my god. So on that note, thank you everybody for listening. Thank us for being boring as shit.
Yes. Thank Nick for disapproving of our boringness.
Yep. Thanks to Nick for the new podcast name, which is still Podcast Mosh.
Yes. Thanks to Joe's cat for getting all up in my face and making me sneeze a lot tonight and sound awful.
Thanks to Tucker for sleeping on the floor right here.
Yep.
Thanks to Erica for hanging out and listening to us to be stupid and talk about blowing dogs and cats.
Thanks to our fans for. Never mind.
Yeah, you guys suck.
Thanks for nothing, dickheads.
Yep. Go screw.
Have a good night.
Die in a ditch.
We're Lich King, and this has been Podcast Mosh, and you've been listening to Podcast Mosh. Good night, everyone.